You're in your 40s, my friend, and this is your prime. Show some self-respect and class by not wasting these years trying to chase something that's long gone. So what I'm about to say might make me sound like a big old hypocrite, but look, today I want to chat about a few things that grown men do thinking it makes them look younger, but when in reality, it actually makes them look a lot older. Now, first on my list, here it comes, driving a fancy sports car. I know, complete hypocrite, but let me explain. Okay, but before you get it too twisted, I'm actually looking into getting rid of my car and getting back into a nicer sedan. But here's the thing though, a lot of you know my racing history and that I raced cars up in the Pacific Northwest for just about 10 years, and I won a driver's championship in 2006. I would call myself the definition of a car guy, and I can justify buying my car all day long, right? You cannot win an argument with me over the reasons why I bought that car. However, it's just not practical, and it gets me a lot of unwanted attention. It gets attention pretty much everywhere it goes, and sometimes that's kind of cool, but other times I don't want the attention, right? Because I'm not looking for the attention. So that's one of the reasons why I'm considering some other options. I think the main issue though with most guys is they really just don't know anything about cars. Like all they want is to drive something that makes them look a certain way and to get a lot of attention. And of course, technically there's really nothing wrong with that, but that is pretty much the stereotype of any older guy who drives a sports car or an exotic. And of course, while sometimes that's true, at least in my case, it's not always true. Something else that makes guys look older is overusing hair dye. Look, man, going gray is a natural part of getting older, and far too many men choose to use hair color to cover up their gray. The problem is overdoing it and using colors that are way too dark and inconsistent because it ends up looking artificial and you can see it from a mile away. People can always tell roughly how old you are, and unnatural hair color is just a dead giveaway and it makes you look older. My advice though is to do some type of gray blending or some kind of hair color that still keeps a good amount of your gray. And here's something else that you should know. If you're a single guy and you think that coloring your hair makes you look more youthful and even maybe more attractive, I'm here as living proof that women absolutely love gray hair. I get compliments on my hair color literally all the time. And sure, I'm lucky enough to still have it, but I don't color it. Now, I have done gray blending in the past, and my barber and I were just talking about maybe doing it again just a few days ago at my last haircut. And if you're not sure what gray blending is, it's a process that sort of darkens all the white hairs. It's almost like how your hair looks when it's damp. It's still gray hair, and it doesn't look like you did anything, but it just kind of makes everything a shade or two darker. Another suggestion is to use purple shampoo maybe 2 to 3 times per week. So purple cancels out that yellow brassy tint that a lot of guys get, and it makes your hair look more silver like mine. And really quick, gentlemen, getting older can be difficult to deal with sometimes because not very long ago, we were all young men and we didn't have the responsibilities that we do now. And that can get overwhelming at times. And if you have a lot going on in your head and in your life, reach out to the service that I trust and believe in, BetterHelp, today's sponsor. BetterHelp is a platform where therapists and their clients can communicate effectively and get the most out of therapy. They are on a mission to make starting therapy easier. And with over 7,000 reviews and a 4.5-star rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform you can trust. There's going to be a link down below in the description to betterhelp.com/fashion. Clicking on that link gets you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp so that you can connect with a therapist and get started on your therapy journey. All you do is fill out a couple questions about what you're looking for, and BetterHelp will match you with a therapist in as little as a couple days. Then you can talk to your therapist however you feel comfortable, whether it's messaging, phone, or video. You can also message your therapist at any time and schedule live sessions when it's convenient for you. And the really cool thing is, if you don't click with that first therapist for whatever reason, which can be sort of common when you're first getting started, you can easily switch to a brand new therapist until you find someone that you really connect with. Gentlemen, this is a no-brainer. If you could use a tune-up and get some of your questions answered, please consider online therapy with BetterHelp. Click the link down below in the description or visit betterhelp.com/fashion to get 10% off your first month of therapy. The link is down below. Thank you, BetterHelp, for supporting my channel and for sponsoring today's video. Okay, another thing is over-accessorizing with too much jewelry. Now, of course, accessories can elevate your outfit, but going overboard with flashy jewelry or oversized watches can make you look a bit outdated. It's funny, I will see guys with thick, chunky chains and rings on almost every finger, earrings, big shiny belt buckles, and gigantic watches. And unfortunately, when you put all of that together, it just signals more midlife crisis than it does youthfulness. Stick to classic, understated pieces. And remember, less is more. A single standout piece, like maybe one nice watch, speaks volumes. One ring on each hand is plenty. A small chain worn inside your shirt so you can still see it is plenty. If you want to wear a bracelet, a thin leather or metal bracelet can add a touch of class without overpowering your whole look. Also, keep your sunglasses functional, but also stylish. There is no need to wear those big, gigantic, oversized blades like all the kids are wearing. All right, now we have to talk about wearing overly trendy clothing because nothing screams trying too hard like wearing all the trends that are aimed at the 20-somethings. Distressed jeans with all the rips and tears and oversized graphic t-shirts and neon-colored sneakers are fine for kids, but they do absolutely nothing for the refined image that most guys over 40 want to project. The key issue here is context. Fashion trends are designed for a younger demographic in mind, and wearing some of that stuff past 40 actually accentuates your age because there's this big disparity. So instead, focus on timeless wardrobe staples. Dark slim jeans, not skinny or not oversized. Well-fitted chinos and high-quality leather shoes actually keep you more modern looking. Pair all that up with nice tailored shirts and minimal sweaters for a stylish and modern look. One more thing with clothing. A lot of men over 40 fall into one of two categories: squeezing into overly tight clothes to look trendy, or wearing baggy, oversized pieces strictly for comfort. Both of these, unfortunately, highlight your age instead of helping you look younger. Here's another one that I've started seeing recently and has to do with hairstyles. Once again, guys will generally fall into one of two categories. First, they hold on to hairstyles they've had since they were in their 20s, thinking that that makes them look younger. And second, they go completely the other direction and try to pull off hairstyles that you see on kids in high school. For example, the mullet seems to have made a pretty big comeback, and I'm not even sure why, but it is what it is. It seems like all the kids these days are either doing the alpaca or the mullet. So if your 17-year-old son has the same hairstyle as you, that should be your sign. So my advice would be to visit a barber who understands mature hairstyles so they can help you maintain a haircut that not only enhances your features, but makes you look modern. You're in your 40s, my friend, and this is your prime. Show some self-respect and class by not wasting these years trying to chase something that's long gone. This is your time, and this is your opportunity to reinvent yourself and move away from trying to be something that you're not. Embrace the life you have right in front of you. And gentlemen, please subscribe if you're not already. And as always, my friends, thank you very much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.